So I want to explain to you the formula of the scale so that you can see how it works. A major scale has a formula, and by that I mean the distances between each of the notes. So when I play a C scale here, this is the C major scale. The distance between each of these notes are in steps. Just a bit about whole steps and half steps. The shortest distance that we can go in our musical system is a half step. So from C, the shortest distance that I can go is not D, but here, C sharp or D flat, right? This is called a half step. So from C to C sharp is a half step. From C sharp to D is a half step. So from C to D is a whole step, right? So whenever you see the two white notes with a black note in the middle, this is going to be a whole step, right? But notice that from here to here, from E to F, there is no black note in the middle. So this is a natural half. It's a half step. We call it a natural half step, and this just occurs twice in the keyboard between E and F, and also between B and C is also a natural half step. So when I'm playing the C major scale, I have really all whole steps. C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, but E to F is a half, F to G is a half, G to A is half, A to B is half, and B to C, I'm sorry, let me redo that. C to D is whole, E to F is half, F to G is whole, G to A is whole, G to A is whole, A to B is whole, and then B to C is half. So the natural half steps are between E and F, B and C. So the formula for a major scale is all whole steps except between steps 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. All right, so that's the formula. All whole steps except between 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, half step. 5, 6, 7, 8. Between 7 and 8 is a half step. So if we can maintain that formula, no matter what note we start from, we will achieve the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Right? Ba, da, 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 da. That sound is those whole steps and half step combinations. All right, so now you won't need to figure this out because on the syllabus it gives you the notes of all the scales. Now there's something called the circle of fifths, which I want to talk to you a little bit about, because it's an order of the way our scales work. And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm not going to play a scale from C. Let's say I want to play a scale starting from another note. Okay. Let's say I want to play from G. C, D, E, F, G. Well, I'm going up 5 steps. C, D, E, F, G. 5. Why am I going up 5? C to G, they're very closely related, even though they're 5 steps away. They look like they're far away, but they're very closely related in sound. But anyway, the reason why I picked G is because if I want to play a major scale on G, it's almost like playing the scale on C, where that I have all my white notes. Okay, I have so far the formula: whole. Here's my natural half. Whole. I need one more whole, but right there, you see, now to get a whole step, I have to go from E to F sharp. Okay, and then the last one from 7 to 8 is a half step, the half step here. right? So when I play my G scale, it's almost like C, except I have to play this sharp, F sharp at the end, okay? So what did I do? I made one adjustment. It's one adjustment from the C scale, right? And if I continue on this way from G up to, let's say, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D is 5 up from G, okay? D is going to be almost like G, but there's one adjustment. So every time I go up 5, there's just one additional adjustment. All right, I won't get too heavily into it, but and your syllabus has all of these notes anyway. But if I play my G scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, that's the G scale. All right, I need to play an F sharp. And by the way, it's the same fingering as I play for the C scale, 1, 2, 3, thumb underneath, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, same fingering as C, but I've got to play the F sharp. You may wonder, why am I calling this F sharp, and maybe why don't I call this a G flat? Okay, because this has two names, right? All these keys have two names. The thing is, when you're talking about scales and when you're naming the notes of the scales, you always have to say the names of the notes as if you're saying the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You don't skip a note, nor do you repeat a note. So G, A, B, C, D, E. What comes after E? It's F, and that's why I call it F sharp. I can't call it G flat because from E to G, it would be skipping a note, right? So E to F, E, F, F sharp, G. So the letters of the scale have to be in order. The notes have to be in order that way, okay? So that's the formula for your major scale. And as you go up the circle of fifths, I keep adding. If I go up, see, I went up from, I started at C. If I go up this way in fifths, like from G, and then if I go another fifth to D, and so on, you'll notice that I'm adding sharps, okay? So G is going to have one sharp, which we just had. If I go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Okay, I'm gonna play the D scale. I'm gonna start from here though. I'll play the D scale. Okay, same formula. I need the whole steps and half steps, and I will always maintain the sharp that I just had before in G. Okay, D, E. There's my F sharp that I just had in G. Okay, and then I'm going on, and now I'm adding one additional sharp. It's going to be here, C sharp. So the new sharp will always happen on the seventh step. That's a pattern. That the new sharp is always going to happen on the seventh step. And also the D scale, same fingering as the C scale, the G scale. D, 1, 2, 3, thumb underneath, on the thumb. G, A, B, C sharp, D. All right. So that's just the formula for the scales. I just thought I would explain the reason why we have these sharps and flats. By the way, if I'm on C and I go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to play an F scale, I'm going to need flats. So there's a whole pattern to all of this. You know, sharps go up, flats go down. It's a tightly worked system that's been around for about 400 years. We've devised this system right around 1600 or so, and we still have that till this day. It really hasn't changed. Our whole musical system is based on that. Okay? All right, so in further videos, I will talk about some of the other scales, and I'll show you the fingerings for some of the other scales. But C, D, E, G, and A, all those scales, use that same finger pattern, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the right hand, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 in the left hand. They're all the same fingerings. Got different notes. Some need more sharps than others, but the fingering is the same. And in the next video, I'll talk about some of the other scales which have different fingerings. Okay, later for now.